Here we go, guys. Last two questions. So number 12. Tim Hortons sells an average of 9,450 cups of coffee a day at a price of $1.75 each. This is an old question. Coffee's more expensive now. However, the company wants to maximize their revenue because they are a company. A survey was conducted and it indicated that every 5-cent increase in price would result in 150 fewer cups sold every day. So write an equation that will represent the revenue for Tim Hortons. Well, I did that for you. All right. This is your pandemic starting point right here. Just so you know where I got this portion represents the price. Okay. So I said, let X represent number of price increases. So here, the original price is $1.75, and we had X number of increases by 5 cents. This section represents the number sold, which originally was 9,450, and we're told that for every price increase, so for every X, 150 fewer cups are sold. So our first step, write an equation, check. Find the number of price increases that would maximize revenue. What would the new price be for maximum revenue? What is the maximum revenue? All right, we are going to put this into standard form and then complete the square. So R equals, I'm going to need a calculator for this. 16537.5 plus 262.5x plus 472.5x minus 7.5x squared. Let's put this into proper order. Negative 7.5x squared. 262.5 plus 472.5 gives me plus 735x plus 16537.5. To complete the square, I'm going to go through my usual steps. So up first, I'm going to factor out a, which is negative 7.5. So x squared minus 98x stays inside the bracket. I'm going to find my m value by dividing b by 2. So negative 98 divided by 2 is negative 49. Negative 49 squared gives me 2,401. So I add that and I immediately subtract it. I'm going to get that negative value out of there by multiplying it by my a value of negative 7.5. So that ends up saying plus 18,007.5. Then I'm going to factor my perfect square, which leaves me with x minus 49 squared and I have plus 34545 out there. So my vertex is 49 and 34545. So 49 is my X value, and that's my revenue. So question B, the number of price increases that would maximize revenue is 49 increases. Will maximize revenue. C, what would the new price of each cup of coffee be to maximize revenue? Well, we take our original price of 1.795. We know we're increasing by 5 cents each time. So I'm just going to sub in my X value of 49. Oh boy, this is becoming an expensive cup of coffee. So that gives me my new price of $4.20 is the price that will maximize revenue. I don't know about you guys, I'm not paying $4.20 for a medium cup of coffee at Tim Hortons. All right, D, how many cups would need to be sold in order to obtain maximum revenue? So D and E we need to look at here. I'm going to look at E first. Our maximum revenue is $34,545 is the maximum revenue. Well, if we know that revenue is price times number sold. Well, I can take the revenue of $34,545, and that's $4.20 times the number sold. Well, if I divide both sides by $4.20, I get the number sold as 145,000. No, I multiplied 34545 divided by 4.2. Number sold is 8,225 cups. That's it for number 12. Are you ready for our last one? I am. It has been a long time doing these questions for me today. Okay, number 13. The pole vaulter's height when she leaves the ground is modeled by the equation h equals negative 5t squared plus 10t, where h is her height in meters and t is her time in seconds that she's in the air. Question A, how high was she at 0.5 seconds? Well, I'm just going to sub in t equals 0.5. So I'll take my original equation of h equals negative 5t squared plus 10t, and I'm going to sub in 0.5 for t. So her height at 0.5 seconds was 3.75 meters. B, if the bar is set at 20 meters, did she clear the bar? There's two ways of doing this. We're only capable of one right now. All right, so we are actually going to go and find her maximum height. How do we do that? You should be way ahead of me, shouting, complete the square. If I remove my a value, factor it out, that gives me t squared minus 2t inside the brackets. Find my m value, which is b divided by 2. That's negative 1. Squared is positive 1. So t squared minus 2t plus 1 minus 1. H equals negative 5 times t squared minus 2t plus 1. I've done negative 5 times negative 1 to move it outside of the brackets. H equals negative 5 times t minus 1 squared plus 5. My vertex, her vertex, is 1 and 5. 1 representing time, 5 representing height. So if her maximum height is 5 meters, did she clear the bar that was set at 20 meters? She did not. She did not clear the bar. By a long shot. A long shot, like 15 meters. C, when did she reach the apex of her vault? Well, apex means the peak. So we can see right here her time. She reached the apex of her vault at 1 second. We see that from our vertex right there. Finally, D, when did she land on the ground? So right now we know her initial height is 0. At 1 second, she was at her peak, right? That's 1, that's 0. Knowing that a parabola is symmetrical, I know that if it took 1 second to go from a height of 0 to her peak, it will also take 1 second to go from her peak back to a height of 0. So she hit the ground at 2 seconds. Congratulations on finishing your word problems for the week. Go take a look at our checklist for the week to see what's expected in terms of assessments, assignments, and quizzes. Make sure you drop in or post a question if you have any problems. Bye guys.